Welcome back to a Scrapheap Scavenge this week, because it's about 30 degrees centigrade here in my little den, and yeah, it's far too hot to code something or make some drawings or actually work in a productive way. So Scrapheap Scavenge. And what I have here is an OSAWA GX-86 I guess professional tripod. Enjoy! So somebody put that in front of their place with a sticker for free or something, as it is a custom here in my quarter where I'm living. And I always wanted a real good tripod. I didn't want to cash out a few $100 for a really good tripod, but I always wanted a good tripod because I think a cheapy tripod for 70, 80, $90, it's just unnerving using such a thing. As I mentioned, it's a OSAWA GX-86 made in Japan. I didn't find any real references for that on the internet, so it's probably quite old. I found one auction where it was going for about 80 euros or so. So I guess it was way back in the days, several €100 or something. It weighs in at, 3,410 grams. So yeah, not too heavy, but some heft. With all three legs pushed in, the base plate is at its lowest setting at 74.5 centimeters. Or is it? Because I just discovered these push buttons here. Well, not push buttons, levers. And yeah, you can fold out, of course, a leg, but if you push the lever, you can fold out the leg even more. So let's do that measurement again. So that tripod obviously has a narrow stance and a wide stance, which you can adjust. And the problem is, in the wide stance, we're not sitting here on the three legs, but on the center column. So I have to take that up a little bit. Just a second. Second try. So at the wide stance, the lowest position of the mounting plate is about 59.5 centimeters. And that's really, really low. Extending the leg seems to be, standard. Just screw that open and get the leg out, and then screw that shut again. And screw the next thing open. Extend the leg. And screw it shut again. Yup. And that 3 times, of course. With all 3 legs extended at the narrow stance, the base plate is 154 centimeters above the ground. That's almost ridiculously high. I do not want to hide the fact that with all legs fully extended in the narrow stance, the thing is a little bit springy. In the wide stance, it comes up to a max of 104.5 centimeters, which is still high, but it is really springy now. So, you could use it this way, but I don't know. I should also mention that those spring-loaded bolts here, they snap automatically back into the narrow stance position when you pull everything up. I hope I'm still in the frame. With the legs only 2/3 extended in the narrow stance, the base plate in its lowest position is 112.5 centimeters high. That's, I guess, the setup you would use usually. And the springiness, it's not completely solid, but yeah, you have to exert really some force to get that thing wobbling and moving. Here at the base of the head you have 2 lock screws and 1 crank, and that screw here a little bit higher than the other one that locks it in position in regard to cranking up and down the head, and this screw allows you to turn the whole assembly, which is kinda redundant, as we will see in a second. In total you can crank that thing 34.5 centimeters up, so yeah, there's a lot of room for adjustment. The head itself has that screw here, which you can loosen up and also swivel the whole assembly, and then you have these turnable levers which you can open up to adjust the mounting plate in 2 axes, which is, I guess, usual stuff. Did I mention that everything feels really solid about that thing? The mounting plate is about 9 by 9 centimeters, and it features these 2, I guess, index bolts, you could call them. And they are spring-loaded if your equipment doesn't have these holes, and you have here in that T-slot, so lots of room for adjustment, the usual, I think it's 1/4 inch photography screw. At least it's fitting all of my equipment, so no problem there. And that 1/4 inch screw is, of course, with 2 nicely sized wheels, with nicely sized wheel and a knob, adjustable how much it does extend above the plate, and that's it. Oh, you can remove these index thingies on the other side, I see. Nice. There is another 1/4 inch photography screw here at the bottom. It's a 1/4 inch, believe me. So you can, in theory, attach some more equipment here on the column, at the bottom of the column. I don't know why you would do that, but it's there. That's it for today. Another addition for my video equipment. It probably needs some maintenance, especially a bit of cleaning. I mean, I didn't find any fault with it. Everything seems to be working fine. So, good catch there. Till next time, hopefully with a more meaningful video at lower temperatures, lower ambient temperatures. Bye.